My name is Mike, aka Website Mike, and as the name implies, I build websites. And in this video, I'm going to take you through the 18 steps of building an e-commerce landing page. So what that means is someone will be able to visit your site either on their laptop, tablet, or mobile device, and then be able to purchase your product. We're going to start actually with just talking about what a domain name and host are and how to get a domain name and host if you don't have one already. So by domain name, what I mean is the URL address for your site, www.yoursite.com. So you can buy that at GoDaddy, for example. But then you're going to also need space online to host the files that will be your website, the pictures and the content and whatnot. And I use a site called, or a service called SiteGround. You can go to siteground.com, SiteGround.com, and check it out. Here is what that page looks like. So you can see they have 3 different options for pricing. I am currently using this middle option because I want to have unlimited websites on my plan, basically. If you use the plan below it, the main difference is that you can only have one website on it. So just for another $3 a month, you can have unlimited websites. So you might as well get that. So once you click here and make the purchase, you will be able to sign into your own SiteGround account and see this. This is my back end of SiteGround, and you can see here are all of the websites that I have on my account, and this is why I have an unlimited website account. Here there's already a dozen. All you'll see on yours is the add website button right there, and go ahead and click that when you're ready to start a new website, or you can click this button up here as well to start a new site. Let's jump back real quick to the checklist. Okay, so we've done the little intro. We've talked about what a domain name and host are. We've talked about getting your domain name and host through SiteGround. You can purchase your domain name through SiteGround as well, but I recommend going through GoDaddy for that and just getting the hosting through SiteGround. So the next steps are going to take place inside of your SiteGround account. So go back here and click on that new website button. And if you're going to be buying a new domain, click here on new domain, and it will take you through the purchasing process. If you already have a domain that you've purchased on GoDaddy, click on existing domain, and you will then enter the details there and connect the GoDaddy domain name to your SiteGround hosting. But in my case, I'm going to be clicking on temporary domain here. Just continue. And in this case, we're going to start a new website. We're not going to be migrating a new website, and we're not going to skip and create an empty website. So click on start a new website. And because we want to be selling items online, we're going to select this WordPress plus WooCommerce option. If you're not going to be selling anything, just click WordPress here and install just WordPress. But in this case, we're going to have both installed right when we set up our site. So I'm going to be setting up an email address and password. In this case, you can just hit generate and copy that and then click continue. Right now we've finished choosing the domain, we've finished setting up the site, and it's asking us if we want to add any extras to the checkout process or the finishing process for setting up the new site. I recommend not getting this. It's not necessary at this point, so just click finish. This takes a few minutes to set up, so once it's set up, I will be back to show you the next few steps. Okay, the website is done setting up now. And so let's jump back to the checklist. We are now done with this step. So the next step is let's log into the backend, and we'll also in that step take a look at how we can change the admin password for the website. If we ever need to in the future, you'll be able to do it from this SiteGround account here. So we'll come back to our websites. Here's the temporary site that I just set up. Click on Manage. And then you can click on Site Tools. Okay, so now click on WordPress and Install and Manage. And scroll down to the bottom and click on these three buttons here, three button hamburger icon. And if you ever need to update the password, you would do it through here. You'd click on Update Admin Password and put in your new password there. I'm not going to do that now, but we can also log into the admin panel from the button right next to that one. So I'll click here. Here we're now logged into the backend, and this is basically a welcome kit that SiteGround installed on our WordPress site. We're just going to exit out of that and go directly to the WordPress backend here. So this is the WordPress admin backend area, and you can just click around and take a look. I definitely recommend doing that if it's your first time ever doing it. Let's go back to the checklist. So we've now logged into the back end. We've seen how we can change the admin password, and we'll take a look at how to activate the SSL, which is the security that's necessary to process payments in the future. Again, you're going to do that through SiteGround. So go back to this page here, click on Security, and then SSL Manager. If the domain that you want to get the SSL certificate for is not already selected, then select it and then select Let's Encrypt, and then you can click Get. Now this is another process that takes a few moments, sometimes minutes, but it's definitely a necessary step. So we'll go ahead and say that that's not quite done yet. So we can move on to deleting preloaded themes from our WordPress backend. So this is just going to make the WordPress theme or site lighter. So click on Themes and then Theme Details. Scroll down. Let's see. This actually is the active one. So we can't delete that one quite yet. We'll delete this one. And because this is the active one, we can't delete it yet, but we can delete these inactive ones. And then we can also, at this point, click on Add New, and we'll add, in the checklist, we're going to skip ahead, we're going to add the Hello theme right now. This is 2 steps ahead, but it doesn't matter. So search for Hello. And there's a particular reason we're using this Hello theme. It's because it works with this other program called Elementor, which you can see here. And this is a page builder. And that will make more sense what it is when we take a look at it. But Hello and Elementor work really well together. They're made by the same company. So now that we've got Hello active, we can go back and delete this 2020 theme that was our active theme. It's now inactive. It's deletable. All right, it's gone. All that's left is our Hello theme. Now checking back on our SSL certificate, it's done. It's active. We know what day it expires on. Now what we want to do is really enforce the HTTPS protocol, that security protocol. It's a success. Okay. Let's go back to our checklist. We're done with SSL. We've deleted the preloaded themes. We've added Hello theme, but we haven't added Elementor yet. So let's do that. Elementor is not a theme, but instead a plugin, which is similar to like an app for your phone. there's going to be a need to re-log in because of the HTTPS setting that just took place. So it's asking me to re-log in. Okay. Plugins, we're going to search for Elementor. You can see actually Elementor already is making it easy to install by recognizing that we installed the Hello theme. So you can just do it from here actually. Just hit install Elementor. But if you ever need any other plugins in the future, now you know the process for finding them. So now that it's installed, we need to activate it. We'll activate Elementor. We can go back to our checklist, and we have successfully finished step 8. Let's go on to step 9 and 10. So to do that, we actually are going to go over to Appearance here and then Customize. It's not within Elementor, at least not in this step and in this particular case. So site identity, here's where you can change your site title, which I would recommend doing. Your site title and then your tagline. Here's where you can add a logo. Let's see this guy here. Okay, actually going to skip the cropping. There's our logo. And then for a favicon, I'm actually just going to try and use the same image, and in this case crop it. And that favicon is what is up here in the tabs if you want to change that up. So now that we have, let's go back to our checklist. We've changed the title and tagline. We've uploaded the logo and favicon. Okay, the next step is going to be building the landing page. And this is surprisingly easy with Elementor. What we can do here is actually, let's take a look at our checklist again. We're going to put a coming soon page up first instead of just going straight to putting up the landing page. It's a pretty cool feature that Elementor has. So if you go to the tools under Elementor and click on the maintenance mode tab, this is where you would engage the coming soon mode or start it. But before you can enable it, you have to create the page that you want it to use. So they make it easy to do by just putting that button there, click on create one. So add a new template. We'll just call this one our coming soon page. Click on publish. And now edit with Elementor will take us to the Elementor workspace. This is the page builder that I mentioned earlier in the video. It's kind of a drag and drop style editor. So what we want to do in this case is actually make this a full page layout. To do that, you click first on this settings icon and then change the page layout to Elementor Canvas. And that will make it a full page display, take away headers and footers. Now to drop in a coming soon page, you can click here on this folders icon. And what that does is bring up this Elementor library of pre-made pages, different types of pages. So we'll search for coming soon pages, and this one looks good. You can use any of them except if they have a pro icon in the corner, you'll need to get the pro version of Elementor, which is definitely worth it, I think. It's like $50 a year for one site, and then it gets less expensive the more sites you buy a license for. It's like $150 for an unlimited number of sites to use it on, which is what I use for my sites. So if you want to just take a look at what this template looks like, you can click on that magnifying glass. And here's what it looks like. If it looks good, which it does, you can click on insert if you want to look at other the templates. You can look at other ones. And once you find the one that you want, we'll go back to what we were looking at. Just click on that insert button here. Now, there's this intermediate step that we'll have to connect to the Elementor library, but it's very simple. Literally is 2 button clicks, and now we're connected to the site template library, and we can get all of that content. All right. So these, for whatever reason, don't look quite right. So let's click on here. Okay, just clicking on it, refresh those icons. Let's get rid of the Google+. Actually, we could instead use an Instagram. Just want to show you guys how that would work. You would search for Instagram, click on insert. Now we have the Instagram icon. If you wanted to actually link it up, you'd have to put your link here. But now, so to close this Elementor workspace tab, you can click on that button, and that will also engage all of the responsive elements within Elementor. So if I resize the page, we will see what it looks like in mobile, in tablet, and desktop. Now, in this case here, everything looks great. So we'll go ahead and update the page. And now that that page is made, if we refresh this maintenance mode page, now here's the coming soon page. We can select it and go ahead and start the coming soon mode. And we'll save the changes. Now that this lock site is, or this lock template icon is up, it means that anybody who goes to this page will see, any visitor will see that page that we just set up, while you still get to work on your site in the back end, and nobody will be able to see that until you turn maintenance mode off. So we can jump back to the checklist here. We just set up our coming soon page. And next we're going to move on to the home and landing page, which is going to be visible to you as you work on it until you turn off maintenance mode, and then that will become visible to visitors, everybody. Okay, so the next step is going to be building the home/landing page, which currently is only visible to you. Okay, so to do that, what we'll do is, and by the way, if you want to preview this site, you just click on preview changes down there, and now you can see what your site looks like currently to visitors. And if you want to get rid of this toolbar up here, here's a real quick tip. You can click on edit my profile and then unclick show toolbar when viewing site. Save those changes or update the profile. And now when you preview the changes, that bar is gone, the toolbar. Okay, so let's go ahead and close that, and we'll close that one. We don't need SiteGround right now either. And so for pages, just click on pages. I would recommend deleting this sample page, just get rid of it. And then you just click on add new. Now we can close that. We're not using the block editor, we're using Elementor instead. So let's just call this home page for now. Could call it landing page as well. Publish, publish. Now nobody can see this again except for us. And then edit with Elementor. And we're going to do the same step that we did for the coming soon page, where we made it a canvas page layout, and then click on that icon, and then pages here, just to speed things along substantially. You can just drop in a ready-made page to start with. Again, you'll need a pro license if you want to download any of these, but this one is great. It looks great. Let's take a deeper look at it. Yeah, this is cool. Okay. So this whole setup, instead of having to build this ourselves, we can just click insert. And there we go. The template has installed, and we can go ahead and click update on that home page, saving all of that new content to the home page. Okay, so let's see. Going back to the checklist. So we did just create the home/landing page, and I want to show you as well how to add a contact us block to the bottom of that page. You can go back to the page and scroll to the bottom. Click on that same icon. Then instead of pages, click on blocks. And from here, they're going to have a contact category. And just drop in something really simple like this for now. Close that and take a look. Get rid of Dribbble, get rid of Google+. We'll leave those for now. This looks good. We'll go ahead and update the page. And now we've got our contact us at the bottom of the page. Cool. Okay, so next step is going to be jumping into the e-commerce world. So first thing we're going to do is be setting up our WooCommerce store. And to do that, so remember WooCommerce was installed for us automatically by SiteGround. So just go to the dashboard. Take a look here. Let's see, okay. Actually, go ahead and jump into products. I thought there was a, here it is. Here's that setup wizard. That's what I was looking for. Okay, yes, please. This is going to streamline the whole setup process. So we'll just call this Example Street. We'll be putting this in the United States. Actually, I don't know any. I'm in California. Let's, okay, continue. Might as well. You can select what industry you're in here. It just helps with some data on their end, but it's not a necessity. It's not going to really change much. And then go ahead and select what kind of products you're going to be selling. In this case, we're just going to sell physical products, downloads. And then if you want any of these other product types, a subscription or a membership, composite products or bookings, you can see that they have a cost associated with them. Continue. Let's see. We'll say 1 to 10. We're currently saying no. Nope. 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 Okay. Choose a theme. We're going to continue with our active theme. Enhance your store right now. I would recommend doing this if it's your first time setting it up. You don't have to, but it's free, and Jetpack and WooCommerce are part of the same, I believe, company, and so they work very well together. All right. Okay, so that means I have to set up Jetpack first to get that all connected. I would recommend doing that, but it's not a necessity right now. Okay, so now that we've set things up, let's add a new product. We'll just call this product 1. let's see. Before we do that, let's continue with the store setup. I don't think it finished fully. We'll continue, 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 continue. All right. So add our first product. Now we can do product 1. We'll dismiss this, but you can click through all of those tooltips if you want to. In this case, small product description here. And I use the word small because further below, there's a short product description area, so I don't want to get those confused. If you need to add any categories, you do that here. But we're going to jump really into the pricing side of things. Here is where you select the type of product you're going to be creating. So a simple product is what we're going to be creating, but there are obviously other options here. And if you paid for one of those subscription or membership add-ons or the bookings add-on, that's where it would show up as well, that different product type. In this case, let's just see what a virtual. So virtual means that it's not going to be shipped, which is nice. And then downloadable, what that does is bring up this downloadable files area where you could add a downloadable file, like an ebook or something. In this case, we won't do that, but we'll set the price at $10. And if you want to do a sale price, you can set that up here. Just to keep things moving, here's the product short description, and here I'll put in the short description just in case we want to look at that on the product page itself. Here's also where you would add product image and any other product images to create the product gallery. It's all done right here. Okay, so for our intents and purposes, we're done. We're going to publish that. And now we have this product. We can see if this works. View the product. That's pretty cool. Okay. Yeah, so that's the giant logo, which doesn't look good. But here's where that product picture would show up. Here's the small description, and the short description is up here. And any categories you'd have. Now, if we hit add to cart and try to buy this product, it's not going to work because we haven't finished our setup yet. So we need to continue with the setup. Where was that? I saw a link somewhere. It came up momentarily, but let's see. If we go back to this products page where it was before. No. Could be on dashboard. Now, let's see. Yes. Okay. So personalize our store, create a custom homepage. Let's, we're going to skip this for now. Yeah, we'll skip this for now. Or can we go back? No. Welcome to our store as a store notice to display. Complete the task. All right. We're just moving along through the whole setup here kind of as quickly as we can. But definitely take your time, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me through websitemike.com. All right, set shipping costs. We'll go ahead and complete all that. Okay, we'll set up our taxes, our tax zones. Continue. Connect our store to no. Don't want to do that. We don't really want to set everything up right now. So let's take a look here. Let's see if go back to dashboard now. Go back to this. We'll continue. Let's see if it does connect and allow us to just bypass this step quickly. It's asking to create. All right. So I don't want to do this, but you can definitely do this with your own account. In my case, what we're going to do is go back. I'm going to show you as well from this Elementor workspace how to get back to the admin dashboard. That's how you do it, through that button there. I'm going to close this page, close this page. We'll take a look back at the checklist. So we are in the process of finishing the store configuration, and we have set up our first product. We haven't connected it to the front end yet, but let's go back into the configuration side of things on the store. All right, let's do that by hovering over WooCommerce, click on Dashboard. Let's just set up here. We're going to have cash on delivery be available. We'll click Done. Okay. And one more time, let's take a look. Continue. We're going to set up the rates manually. This is tax rates and shipping rates. So is it through shipping? No. This is... All right, let's turn on PayPal as well while we're here. We'll save those changes. And for all intents and purposes, those taxes are set up, the store info is set up, and now we will connect the product to the front end. And so the way that we do that is, again, by taking a look at the page that we built, our home page. And you can see here that WooCommerce has also added some new pages. There's a My Account page for customer accounts, a shop page, checkout page, and a cart page. But what we're going to be taking a look at our home page. Go ahead and I would right-click on Edit with Elementor and open that in a new tab. It just makes it easier to jump into the admin backend from the Elementor workspace. So this is loading up. Let's give it a moment. Okay. So I'm scrolling down here to, all right, we're not going to do a per month. We're going to be doing a one-time payment. Unless you get the subscriptions add-on, in that case you can do, you can have a membership get started. So here is where we will be adding the link to our product, and we can jump back here, take a look. Let's right-click, open the new tab with all of our products available, and here's that product we made earlier. You can go ahead and click on Edit to see the permalink, which is this link here. Go ahead and copy that link address and paste it over here. Cool. Update. And now you would repeat that process for these other two products, but just change the price when you configure the product. All right, let's jump back to the checklist. We've connected the product to the front end. Yeah, so let's test the checkout. So one other step we will need to take is setting up the homepage as the default page that visitors go to. And the way we tell that to WordPress is the following. Just select this page, the home page, as the static page people will view when they go to your site. All right, so publish. Now that's saved, and we can go ahead and close out. Okay, so now our home page, let's preview the changes. So here's our store banner. We can dismiss that. Scrolling down to our products, here's the page that, or the link that we connected to our product page. Here we go. Now you'd have a different logo there, but here's product 1. There's where the picture would be, along with any other pictures that you upload. The gallery would be right below that. The description, any reviews, and then someone would click, obviously, add to cart. Okay, the product has been added to the cart. View the cart. And all right, proceed to checkout. Can scroll down. People can enter all the test details here. Let's see, UK, sure. 1, 2, 3 Examples Street. Again in San Diego. Just because I grew up there. All right. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. All right, my website. Do cash on delivery, but someone could select PayPal if PayPal was configured. But we'll do cash on delivery instead, and we'll place a test order. Oh, I don't have a valid zip code. That's not true. Oh, county. Wrong county. Let's see, town, city. Oh, yeah, that's true. United States. And that's going to be California. Okie doke. There you go. Now you can see how it actually works in action. And okay, order received. It's a successfully placed order. And we can now click that off of the list. So the last remaining step is to check mobile and tablet friendliness. The way you can do that real easily is by going back to your homepage here and opening again the homepage in a new tab. Close these other tabs now that we've tested everything. And what you'll be doing is quite simple. Just going to be dragging and narrowing the viewport there, or the window, and seeing basically what happens. Alright, so that kind of worked, but another way to check it out is to go down here in Elementor, click on responsive mode, then click on mobile. Now that's what mobile looks like. Okay, we can scroll through, and I have other videos on how to use Elementor more in depth and how you would actually go ahead and edit all of these different elements. But for now, suffice it to say that the mobile version and the desktop version look good, work well. Okay, so let's click that off of the checklist. Last step is to turn off the maintenance mode. So now that we have the site and the products working, you can come back here, click on maintenance mode. From this page, click on disabled for the mode to put it in disabled mode. Save the changes. And now that lock icon and maintenance mode warning is gone. So you know the site's live. You can go here, we can visit the site that way. Close that, and so that's the site. And again, here's the button that's set up to go to the product for purchase, and you can just repeat the steps you saw for these other products here. To understand how to edit these frequently asked questions, check out my other videos on using Elementor. Same with the editing the client testimonial section here. That's super important for conversion rate. And then here's the contact section that we added earlier as well. Awesome. So let's do that last checkbox. Cool. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was really helpful. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to contact me through websitemike.com or just send me an email to mike@websitemike.com, or you can send me a text or call me at 805-500-3012. All right, bye for now.